What's up? Nothing much. We've got a lot to get through. Sorry, I forgot about that. Today, so I'm just gonna, and I don't know how much storage I have on this thing. Like, it just changes on me, so I probably may not even get through everything. But I was on a long drive tonight, and I was in the back seat listening to music, and I had a lot of thoughts, and these are very important thoughts of me to have because it's about my life and things that are changing. So I'm just gonna read, because I'm a verbal processor and I might have like different thoughts that I want to cover. So I'm just going to read and then like rant. It's very long, so we'll see. This might be like a 3-part video. We'll see. Anyway, first thought off the top. Should I drop out of uni? Work full time and save up a stack of money? Figure myself out? Am I doing the right degree? Is it stupid of me to be spending such a ridiculous amount of money on this? If I think about the individual courses that I'm doing, are they really worth thousands of dollars? From my calculations, I think each course is about $3,000 or more. Are you fucking kidding? Is film really what I want? I'm like, is film really what I want? Is it really in the long run what I want? Like, there's a narrative in this industry where anything that isn't film, if you're into film and you're like, oh yeah, I kind of want to pursue film, if you change your mind, that's seen as failure. Like, I don't know if this is like the same for every industry. I feel like it's not. Maybe it's for every like creative industry, but anything that isn't like your dream or the thing you've wanted to do for ages is like failure, even if your interest completely changes. And it's like, you look down on people whose interests change. It's like they've failed themselves, if they've failed society. It's like, okay, we get to a point later on where I'm like, just because I'm not doing a career in arts doesn't mean that my life is devoid of art. Okay, we'll get to that thought later. I don't even watch that many movies. Maybe film isn't as deep to me as I thought it was. Like, other people can see it and like think of it as like this whole deep thing, but like, what if I just don't anymore? I don't know. It's I don't know, having a crisis. And I know it's like so normal to be having this sort of crisis at this stage in my life. So it's like, I almost thought like I was one of the lucky ones. Like, I wasn't going to have this. I just knew I wanted to do film and I was just going to do it and I was just going to succeed in it and it would be that simple. And I was trying to like almost suppress these thoughts, these doubts, because these doubts didn't seem valid to me. Anyone who told me that these doubts would come up, I saw them as like someone who just wanted to destroy my dreams. And it's like, I don't know, I'm still torn. I'm still so torn. Film became such a huge part of my personality. It's sort of twisted that artists gatekeep art, or at least from my perspective that's the case, and act like they're the only ones with any real appreciation for art in comparison to people with non-arts careers. What's mistaken is that the entirety of our existence is an art, and the human perception is an art, and the very fact we are so different and can look at things in different ways is an art. Everyone is experiencing art. Someone doing business can still appreciate art, even more maybe than someone in creative industries. Or like, you know, not necessarily. Like, I'm just saying, like, you can't just say creative industries as a blanket statement are the only ones with any real appreciation for art. And I'm not saying that everyone is saying that. I'm saying that that's the narrative that I told myself. And I'm like, wait, this is wrong. Like, okay, just because my life may not be dedicated to making art as a career doesn't mean it will be completely devoid of it. There's that point. It may be quite the opposite. I may find a new appreciation for it. I may enjoy watching movies again without where's my next? Sorry, I just need to go to the next screenshot. Without the pressure to pick them apart and form a valid opinion about them. Like, there's all this pressure to like when I watch movies, there's all of this pressure like that I put on myself, that it's like, okay, what does this mean, and like what, and was this actually well made, and what is the director, and what are the choices being made behind this? And it makes it less enjoyable, to be honest. I like don't watch movies that regularly anymore, and I don't know, like, I'm like, don't get me wrong, I feel like I enjoy, like, I've never written a script properly before. I've never done a screenplay before. All of my creative writing has been like normal creative writing that's not like in a script format, just in like a book format, like a bookish sort of narrative format, you know, like reading format. So I don't know, dude. Maybe I want to be an author, but like, you can be so many things in life. Like, you can be so many things. I don't just have to have one or the other. Like, I don't know, I feel like right now I'm just having a very pivotal realization, and this happens to everyone at this stage in life, and that's just, it's happening now, and it's like, oh my god, like I seriously feel like I have this need, like I need to make a decision ASAP. You know, like this is a lot of money I've already basically wasted. If I'm not sure about this degree, is the amount of money that I've wasted on my first semester of this degree, which is, let me just go, if my estimation is correct of my degree being 100 grand in total, my double degree, because I'm doing a dual degree with two degrees, sorry, $12,500 for that one semester. Sorry, I didn't really learn anything new. Nothing that I wouldn't learn at like a TAFE course or like doing stuff in the actual industry. All of everything I learned, like there was some new stuff, but like nothing that I wouldn't learn. Just like the amount of YouTube videos we watched in class that just like are things I've like the amount of videos I saw in class that I have already seen, like for my own study, like for my own personal just like interest in film. Oh my god, this is just like fucking my head over, and I feel like I really need to make a decision soon, and that's why this is like, oh my god, I'm panicking, like what the hell, everyone's gonna think I'm a failure, and whatever. Okay, film can still be a part of my life without it being all of my life. Having a stable job would be nice. I'm not gonna lie, I like the idea of having a stable job. This would not make me less. It is pretentious to diminish all regular ways of life as bland, failure, non-human, etc. Like, there can be a lot of satisfaction in other jobs, you know what I mean? Like, in helping people, in being a part of a team, and working towards something. And if I'm actually enjoying what I'm liking, like, I don't want to be killing myself over a film job. Like, I hear from people in the film industry, this shit is hard. And they tell you that. And I thought that if I heard them, when people would be like, a job in film is hard, I thought that was them trying to devoid me of that. And I thought, like, if I just persevere through it and do it despite it being hard, then I will succeed. And part of me thinks that part of me thinks that there's some truth to that. Like, yeah, I also don't know how much longer I have left of this, so whatever. Okay, but it's still a dilemma. I'm not going to up and leave my degree after one day of second guessing, but this is a wake-up call to start paying more attention and go through my days with full awareness of what this means, what I'm paying for, what jobs this could get me. Like, I need to start being more aware of like this, like going through my day-to-day instead of just going through the motions and not paying any attention and just like letting the days pass me by. I need to be more aware and therefore more proactive as well with what I'm doing. So it's easy to get lost in the university life, going through it with your friends, chasing deadlines. And the best part about my uni experience so far is the people. Like, if I've learned anything from this, it's how to make friends, communicate with people, make connections. And those are things, I don't know if you can make them out in any way except for uni though. That's the thing. It's like, I don't know. I also love academic validation. That's great. I love that. That's an amazing part of uni. But it's like, is that like a deeper psychological issue that I need to work on and not something I should just be fulfilling through a $100,000 fucking degree? Anyway, part of me feels unchallenged though. It's not quite a breeze, but part of me questions whether maybe I'm capable of more. If we talk numbers, and I don't mean to sound like a stuck-up bitch, like but like I got an 87.85 at ATAR, and this degree only required 70. Like, I feel like I could be doing more. Like, I have more capacity than what I'm like getting out of this degree. I don't feel like I'm being that challenged, and it's kind of crazy. Like, I really was mentally preparing myself for university to be this massive challenge, and everyone was going to be like a billion times smarter than me. And that's not me saying that people I am studying with are stupid. Like, I am with some really intelligent people, and you have to be intelligent to do well in the film industry. So it's like, I don't know, there's so many dilemmas, there's so many different voices coming into my brain from other outside perspectives, and I get into outside perspectives in a minute. Okay, also, is it not so dumb that I'm spending an extra 40 to 50 grand on a business degree when I'm not even sure I need it nor want it? that feels stupid. So I kind of am like, should I just drop the business? Keep the film? Because I feel like maybe that's so much money though. That is still so much money. Even half of that, like 50 grand, 40 grand, that is so much money. It is going to take me years to get out of debt. Years. And I'm sorry, film industry, I am not going to get work in film that is going to pay that off in due time. And it's just going to go up and up with the index. Like, I know it's getting better. Like, the index is much better than it was. But still, it's fucked up. Oh my god. Don't get me wrong. I had logic going into this. Like, I made my decisions very carefully, weighed up a lot of options, and I sat in consideration for a long time, and I came to this conclusion. Like, I was not just flimsy with this conclusion, oh, I'll just do a business degree with my film degree. Like, no, I was very, what's the word? Like, intentional with my decisions, because I was like, a business degree will go with a film degree. It will teach me how to make money in the industry, because I want to be practical about this. I'm not just living some dream fantasy of being a famous Hollywood director. Like, I want to be in the industry that I'm going to be in and do well in it. That's basically what I want. And I want to make good stuff. Like, I do love creation and storytelling. That is a massive part of who I am, is storytelling, which is why, like, okay, so we're now switching to a different device because my phone is devoid of storage. So that's cool. I've used the word devoid 3 times now. Sorry for the shoddy quality. Oh yeah, I got into my passion for storytelling. So I do love creation and storytelling. Like, that is a massive part of who I am, and it is like very important to me to more write stories. I feel like I'm definitely the writing type more than, I don't know. Like, and I don't know if I could write films, but like, it felt so much more practical to write films than to write books. Because then the thing is, I don't read a lot of books as well. But it's like, do you actually need to read a lot of books and to like be a writer? And do you actually need to watch a lot of movies to be a good like director or make films? Because I don't think so. I don't know. Because I think I'm an alright writer. I think I'm alright. You know, based on what other people have told me, I think I'm okay. I think it's, but I don't read a lot, you know, but when I do read, I take it in. And when I do watch movies, I take it in. Like, I don't just passively watch stuff. I think that's why I don't consume a lot of stuff, is because if I feel like if I did consume a lot, it'd all just kind of get jumbled in my mind and be kind of junk. So I really, you know, I don't watch a lot, but when I do, I take it in, you know. But that could also be a bunch of bullshit, because there's definitely things I'm missing out on by not watching a lot of movies all the time. Let me just have a look at like what else I wrote. Um, yeah, I went into it logically, sat in consideration for a long time, came to this conclusion. I guess sometimes, is that where I got it to? Economic validation. Yeah. Okay, what I got it to was, I guess sometimes only experience can teach you what's right or wrong for you. I strongly believe that I would not be coming to these realizations if I had not gone down this path. Like, in the past semester, in the past 6 months, if I had not gone down that path, I don't know if I would have been coming to these realizations, but perhaps other realizations. You know, like, I obviously would have had other things that I'm like, oh my god, if I didn't do this, then I wouldn't have that. But it's like, it can go for any situation. So it's like, but like, I can't change anything that's happened. It's just like, what can I do moving forward? Like, do I want to keep doing this degree? You know, like, I just don't know. Yeah, my next point is, I don't know. I've had all this pressure to go into film because it's been a huge part of my identity. One of the only parts of myself I could convey to other people, like, and talk to other people about, was like, people be like, oh yeah, Clara, what are you into? What do you want to do? And I'd just be like, I'm into movies, I'm into film, like, I'm into studying film, and I kind of want to make movies. And they're like, oh, cool, you haven't told me anything else about you, told me anything else about yourself, so that's what I'm going to take and run with for your personality. And we do this to a lot of people. It's kind of not great, because we want to help them, and we want them to succeed. And if they show interest in one thing, then we kind of like hype that up and we get really excited for them, and we start romanticizing their life for them and make it like their whole identity. But in the reality, it's like, should we be doing that, or should we like be encouraging people and be like, cool, and hey man, if that's what you're into now and it changes, that's okay. Keep your mind open, and keep your doors open. Keep your mind open and your doors open. Yeah, so true. What am I gonna do with this degree? What am I actually gonna do with this degree? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I know people are saying like all of the film directors that are coming out at the moment all came from film school, but it's like, but like, was it their degree that got them in, or was it the connections they made via film school that got them in? Like, is it university that is it, or is it the things that come along with university? Because it's like, don't get me wrong, I think there's so much that I'm getting from that I will get out of this degree, and so much I will learn. I am learning, but it's like, it's also just like, I don't know. I just don't know if it's worth it. Like, that's so much money, and I don't want to be in famine for the next 20 years after this. Like, I don't want it to, like, you know what I mean? Maybe I should have waited till I was older to do the arts degree, but alas, here we are. And now it feels like I can't leave because I've made friends. So it's like I don't want to leave them because I have such an accountability like drive. Like I need, honestly, being like a personal assistant would work so well for me. Like assistant director, like anything that's like assistant where I just have to do things for other people, I would succeed in, because accountability for me, if someone else needs me to do something, I'm on that. I am like like for other people, I will do anything for another person. Like, no, that's okay, that's not true. It's not, don't take that as I will do anything for another person. It's like, it's hard to explain. I just need to take those off my wrist, but like, it is very hard to explain. It's sort of like, what was I even saying before that? Like, being like an assistant for another person. I forget where I was before that. Yeah, wait, no, because I was saying, I really, sorry, I'm scratching my foot right now because it's needs scratching. It called for me to scratch it, just my ankle. Just because you need to know that information. Just because, yeah. I'm just gonna move on. The people tied to me, yeah, it was the only part of my identity I could convey to other people, and so they tied it to me and unknowingly placed a shit ton of pressure on me to then go down that path and succeed, because otherwise, who am I? Who am I without film? I have other interests, and I've always had other interests, and I'll get into that in a second. It's not like I don't have any other interests. I actually find that a heap of my interests have faded and dulled down since committing to film. Like, since I started being like, okay, film is who I am. Film is what I want to do. Film, I don't know who I am without it. Then that started to become all of me. Hold on. The roll is just gonna stay in for a bit because my fringe is pissing me off. But okay. I used to be into so many things until this became my whole world. Like, I couldn't narrow down what I was into before. Like, I was into everything, and film was just one of those things. It didn't take up a larger portion of the pie. It was just one of those things. I was like, this is so cool. Like, I've always been into psychology, human behavior, and social justice. And I think the thing that really drew me to film in the end is that it's a combination of all of those things. You can do so much with film, but the issue is there are so many barriers to do all of the things that film is maximally like capable of. Like, I want to write and I want to help people through my writing, right? But like, to help the masses, it needs to reach the masses, and the industry is not set up for just any old Joe to do that, like, I don't know. And I don't know. I want to help people. I want to have things to say. Like, I don't know. It's really complicated. It's really complicated because, like, now I'm talking about it, now I'm like really getting into it again. My only issue, I think the biggest issue, is that there's this whole stigma in the industry where you have to watch a lot of film to be good at it. And I just don't know if I agree with that narrative. Like, as long as I learn how to make movies and can write, as far as I'm aware, anyone can make it. Did you guys watch Ratatouille? Anyone can cook. Anyone can cook, guys. Let her cook. Anyone can cook. Let me cook. Anyone can do anything. This is art, for fuck's sake. Can we stop being so pretentious about it? I'm done with it. There's this video I want to watch called The Seven Art Sins or something by CJ the X, and they say how you should get rid of pretentious from your vocabulary, and that's a very interesting thought to me. I need to rewatch it because I need to remember why they said that, because it was an interesting point. I was like, oh, it was also like the first time I ever heard the word pretentious. So now it's like stuck in my vocabulary because obviously I heard a word that I didn't know used, and I was like, I need to know what this means, otherwise my life is meaningless. I think I have autism as well. That's been so on my mind. Like lately, like I have been speculating about autism since I fucking found out about it and was like, it makes sense. Ever since I heard the comment on YouTube or whatever being like, did you feel like you were just a little bit different as a child and you didn't know what was wrong with you? You might have autism. Ever since I saw that, I was like, an explanation that no one has ever told me is a thing, and that this 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 sensation or experience that I've had explained that I didn't think was anyone had. What? And then I found out, and then I was like, no, not me. And then I found out about masking, and I was like, now that makes sense. And so everything just makes sense. And anytime I tell anyone, like, I think I'm like on the spectrum or like have ADHD or something, but I don't know, this is this. And then they're like, girl, you know, this and this. You sound like you have it. And I'm like, oh, okay. So now I've been on and off for like the past, like, how old am I? 5 years? 5 or 6 years? Whoa. That's wild. I was 14 5 years ago. Oh my god. What? Oh my god, I'm gonna be 20 next year. The idea that I'm closer to 20 than 14 is wild. The idea that I'm closer to 20 than 17 is even wilder. That makes no sense. Oh my god. Okay, I need to move on to the next point. I was so excited to be studying nothing but film. Like, oh my god, at high school, I was like begging. I was like clawing at my skin to like not have to do maths anymore. Although I fucking love maths. Not have to do religion anymore. Not have to do drama anymore and just do film. But then at the end of the day, like, I kind of loved all my subjects except for religion. I did not love religion. Drama was okay. Drama was okay. Religion was still interesting though. Like humanities is always interesting, and like it got really cool when we were doing the human rights section. I'm not gonna lie, I did love that. It was just like the deontology and all the ethical frameworks and shit. I was like, brother, what? But like, it was interesting. That's for sure. I don't know. But it was nice to have such a diverse range of things to like study. And now I'm like just doing film and then just doing business. The business can be interesting, but it's also just not interesting in the slightest. It's really not. Like it I need to stop kidding myself. I'm trying to like convince myself that I'm interested in it. I ain't. I really ain't interested in any of this business bullshit, and I do not believe that I am learning anything valuable. Apart from like collaboration skills. Like I'm learning things about the market and marketing and businesses and how to make money. Not really, but like I'm learning like a vague idea because these are core subjects, so it's like not super specific yet. So it could just be that I'm in my first year and I'm just doing my core subjects and they're not specific and I want to be specific already. You know what I mean? But it's nice that it's broad, but I also just really want to narrow it down. Like I really want to get into the niche, nitty gritty, like actually like learning all the technical stuff. Like I'm talking about film as well. Like I really just want to I just want to be making stuff already, which is why I'm thinking maybe I'm at the wrong uni, and that's a point I make later on because I'm at a very like theory uni. It's supposed to be a balance between theory and prac, but it's very theory heavy at the moment, and I want to have a camera in my hands so bad. But then at the same time, am I just saying that because I think I'm expected to? Because I don't know if I actually feel the need to have a camera in my hands. Being on set is fun, but I love writing. I have this drive for writing. I don't have this drive for filming. I have this drive for writing. And I love editing too. Editing is fun. Editing's fun. So yeah, that my thing has always been kind of writing and editing, but I also like being on set. That's the thing. I just I do love filming. I do love it, and I want to learn about the technicalities of it. Oh god, now I'm like getting into like a film spiral, like a film obsession spiral. You don't need to watch a lot of films to be interested in it, guys. Sorry, I haven't seen Mad Max. Sorry, I haven't seen. What's like one thing I haven't seen that people are like, God, you haven't seen that? I can't think of anything right now. No, I've watched Star Wars now, most of them. Oh, I could not care less about Star Wars. Oh my god. Fucking give me a break. I'm so sick of every film student being the same. I'm like, it's Star Wars? What else? Spider Man? Shut up. I'm just kidding. You're allowed to be interested in whatever you want to be. I'm just sick of those people being like, you need to watch this. It's so good. Oh my god, the fucking. It's like, bitch, broaden your horizons, guys. Like, what's Train to Busan? Everyone knows Train to Busan. That's not original, but like Train to Busan is my favorite movie. I think it's my favorite, but like I have a lot of favorites, like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Jojo Rabbit, Train to Busan. I'm just reading off of my wall of shit. Midsummer, Get Out. Whiplash is good. Love Whiplash. Yeah, La La Land's also great. It's really cool. Like, if you ever watch like any analysis video on La La Land, is like, because it's so cool how much is into that gone into that. Have you seen the color theory video on La La Land? Oh my god, I love that shit. That makes me so happy. All of the color theory, like the one that is like, I think it's called like when the director just like happens to be an expert in color theory, and it's like, oh, it just makes me happy. Like just looking at La La Land is like just like a story in itself, and it's just like it's so cool how they made that film. I don't care if it's sucking off the dick of Hollywood and it's like, oh my god, follow your dreams. It's a good film and it's a good romance story and it's well written and it's satisfying. Thank you. I was so excited to be studying nothing but film. Couldn't wait for this to be my whole world, but it's not my whole world as well. Like I think that's the other thing is that I'm not just doing film. Like I'm doing business too, so it feels like I'm not really. Don't get me wrong, I'm loving uni, right? Like I'm loving the people and I'm loving my subjects, but I just don't know if I would like if someone was like, "Hey, do this unit, like sign up for this unit on dynamic markets for $3,000." Like what I just did was not $3,000 worth. Okay? Like at all. This is ridiculous. Like genuinely it's ridiculous. University should be free. Also just saying in general, like I'm not saying that this degree is worthless. I'm just saying university should be free in general. Thank you. Yeah. It wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt actually. University should be free. Thank you. Stupid. I'm so mad at the universe. Anyway, am I at the wrong uni? Yeah. I it, I don't know who to talk to who will give me advice that isn't entirely self-serving. Someone will look at the situation. So I need someone who will look at the situation objectively with my best interest at heart. So like guidance counselors at uni will try to get me to stay there, so I keep giving them money. My art obsessed family members will try to get me to stay, to fulfill their dreams through me, sort of thing, their arty like fantasies, to be like, no, you have to stay with it, because they put me on a pedestal and they're like, Clara's gonna be a famous director, right? Not just the family members, but people in my life who are like artsy people who want to see successful artists be successful and make cool art. And I just don't know. I just don't know. Like, I would love to. I just don't know. I also, my self-doubt gets in the way a lot, and that's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I just wish it was easier. I wish, you know what would be perfect? If I could do a double degree in psychology and film. That's all I really wanted to do in the first place. I do not want to be doing business and film. I want to be doing psychology and film. That is what would make me happy. That is where my interests lie. People who say psychology sucks make me afraid, because that's my backup. Is it though? I don't know. I've always been interested in psychology and human behavior, and I always wanted to help people, and I love listening to people and fixing people's problems, and I just... But then that's in film too. Psychology is in film as well. Oh my god, best YouTube channel on the planet is cinema therapy. It fulfills everything in my brain. People watch a movie, talk about the psychology of it, talk about the psychology of it applied to everyday life, and then talk about the filmmaking. Oh my god, it's everything I'm ever interested in a YouTube channel, and it's two dads doing it. Like, I get to film my like missing father troubles as well through this media. Oh my god, it's the best thing in the world. I get to watch two middle-aged men talk about psychology and families and movies, and it makes me, it's like, that's my, like the triangle with the needs, that's all three of them. That's my fundamental needs, my physical needs, and my psychological needs, or whatever. So no, my fundamental needs, psychological needs, and self-fulfillment needs, whatever the fuck, I don't remember what they are. My business-minded family members will try to get me to leave or switch to a real degree without any real thought or consideration for anything else, because it's like the logical thing to do in their mind. So everyone will those people will look at my doubts as opportunities for how they can influence or have some sense of control in what I do, and try to somehow either reverse the regrets they had for not doing the things that I'm like considering doing, and they'll be like, do that one, because they took the other route, or they took a different route, and they're like, they wish they went down that route, so they'll be like influencing that in their own like self-fulfillment kind of ways. Or they'll be trying to like validate the life that they do have, and try to get me to do something that's similar to the life that they do have, so they can like then like be like, oh yeah, my life is so totally valid and cool and like amazing, you should so do the same thing as me. Okay, this is getting ridiculous now, and getting the roller out of my hair so you can actually see my fridge. Thank you. Okay, I need to leave the fucking alone, otherwise it's just never gonna do what I want it to do. Sometimes it sits really nicely, but like, I feel like most of the time it doesn't. Ah, that's okay. That's good. It's just like really high up on my brows, on my forehead. There we go. Whatever. That's fine. Something like that. If I could have everyone sit down in a room with me to have a meeting and discuss together what the best option is, with me present to mitigate, of course, that would be fabulous. But no one's going to sit down for a Clara's life meeting. Let's determine the next 10 years of Clara's life for her, because we have time to do that, and we don't have actual lives that we need to attend to, or things we need to decide on. Like, so ultimately, at the end of the day, these are all choices I need to make on my own. And that's the end of my all of my notes that I wrote. So I don't know, that's like basically this entire day has been like me realizing this, and this is like, damn, I have not, like, oh, one of the other things I was thinking is that I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. That's the thing. I just don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm just faking it and hoping that I make it, because I have no fucking clue what's going on. I just don't. I have absolutely zero idea of anything that's happening. Like, sorry, what? What? I need to what? I need to plan my life? I need to think about my life, I need to actually make a logical decision and can't just live in dreamland forever. Because I want a good life. That's the thing. Like, I don't want to just go through the motions. I want to be happy in my life. Like, I don't know. I've been outside in nature a lot today, and I think that has encouraged these thoughts, and that's a good thing. This is a sign to me that I need to get out more, because I do not get out. And I live in distraction, and that is not good, because I'm not thinking about these important things, and I'm not, like, it's not that I'm choosing not to, that I'm avoiding them. It's that I'm not putting myself in the conditions where I can think about them. Me being on Instagram all day is not the conditions I need to be in to be thinking about these major life choices that I'm supposed to be thinking about at this stage of my life. Instagram is not normal. Social media is not normal. Some people don't have a thing against Instagram. I have many things against Instagram. I just wrote an entire fucking, like, assignment about why I don't like Instagram. Anyway. We'll see. I'm sure that I'll end up somewhere in my life. Like, I don't want to be old. I also went and visited my grandma today, and I hung out with a bunch of middle-aged people who are having midlife crises today about how they're going to get dementia and stuff. And I'm like, I need to start focusing on my health. I need to start. I also was like, oh my god, my appendix is gone, and that actually has like a very important function in my body, and I didn't realize that. And so I need to start thinking about my microbiome health. I need to stop eating processed foods. Like, oh my god, I'm having all of these little realizations, these little changes that I need to make to my life. It's the fringe, I'm telling you. It's making all the changes. It's doing everything. But it's like, I've been hanging around. So I visited my grandma, who's in an old person home, and I'm like, I want to be somewhere. I want to have money to retire somewhere good. Like, I want to be happy in this lifetime. I do not want to live a life of misery and regret and stuff. And I know happiness is a choice, and I was thinking, like, I'm thinking about my future and me as a 40-year-old and what I want that to look like. But then I'm remembering when I was 14 and thinking about my life as an 18-year-old and 19-year-old and what I wanted that to look like. And I'm like, am I fulfilling what I thought my life would look like now? Because if I'm not, then what's to say that I won't be fulfilling what I want my life to look like when I'm 40 or 50 or 80, if I'm 80? I don't know. It's just like, and I was thinking about, like, how short of time 40 years is. Like, we really do not live long. We really don't. Like, I don't know, man. So much perspective gets shoved in your face. And it's like, what do I do with this? What do I do with all of this? Like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I have no fucking clue what's going on. Like, and I never have. And I've been pretending that I do, but I don't. I'm in delusion. And it's like, I can't talk, like, some people I can't talk to because they'll just be like, turn to God. No. Like, actually just give me a real answer. Like, you can't convert me, bro. Just accept it and move on. Like, oh my god. Love my bangs. Love them so much. They are so cute. I don't know how I feel about them when they, like, clump into that. I think it's fine, but it's also like, is it though? Yes, it is, Clark. It's fine. Like, sure, it's nice when it's like, you know, it's kind of not nice when it's like that though. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like I need to just cut some little bits here as well to, like, shape it a little bit, because currently it's like this. I've got this gap here. You know, like, I need to either stop putting the sides in the roller, like I just put like this in the roller or something, and like just let the other bits hang loose, sort of thing, to just like go with the rest of my hair and shape it that way, sort of thing. Maybe that'll work. I don't know if you heard what I was saying. Anyway, I think I need to go because, like, I don't know, today's been one existential dread after another, but it's also like kind of nice to be thinking about things in a different way. This is what growth is, I'm realizing. Like, growth is, I'm a verbal processor, as you can see. I'm also I write, and I write and process, and I talk and process. Writing and talking are very similar brain activities, if that makes sense. what the fuck was I saying? Um, you know the quote that's like, you have two choices. Like, it's either the growth of pain. It's either the pain of growth or the pain of staying the same. And I think this is the pain of growth that I'm going through right now. The pain of change, the pain of everything. Oh God, I think I need to make a big change, and I think everything is different now, and I need to completely like reshuffle my life and let go of this identity. It's like almost like leaving a religion. You know, have you ever left a religion? I did. And it's like it's an insane thing because it's so like Christianity, for example. Well, I was Christian. It was like so tied to your identity and it's so tied to who you are. And it's like leaving it is like, what the fuck? What the fuck else is there? And it's like that pain of that change is like, it's insane, but it's very necessary. It was necessary for me. So like, but that pain, like it's worth it. Like that change is worth it. Or there's the pain of staying the same, the pain of staying Christian, and all of the terrible things that come with that. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure. No, no, no. That's just for me though. Like I'm very, very glad that now I'm not Christian. Just for me personally, I don't like talking about religion. Religion makes my heart palpitations. Thank you. So I don't like talking about it because it makes me nervous. I think I have a religious anxiety and shit. I need to floss. My tooth hurts. Fuck. I don't know. I'm just. I feel like I'm having a midlife crisis and I'm 19. Like, what the fuck is going on? Anyway, so yeah, this feels like that. Like I'm just going through change and it's just that pain of it, that struggle. So I think that's okay. But like, I feel like, okay, what I think I'll do right now, I might actually talk to my other auntie about this tomorrow because I'm seeing her and I might just ask for her advice. Because like, maybe I'll talk to a few people. No, no, cannot. There's two people in my room where I'm like, I can't tell them about my doubts because I know they'll just like immediately have an answer and I know exactly what they're gonna say and they're not gonna put any consideration into it. That's the people I was talking about before when they're like they look at my doubts as opportunities to like influence my life and stuff to make themselves feel better about themselves or whatever. Um, I forgot what I was saying. Or maybe oh yeah, what I think I'll do is do a year, finish the year with this degree, maybe then take a gap. I've just got one semester more of this year. I'll definitely do that. At least this year. I'll definitely do next semester. What's annoying is I reached out to the people at my uni like a week ago about like wanting to change my major in business because it's okay to do that now. Like it won't change up my whole degree because I've only done core units, which are across all of the different majors, like 2 core units. So I'm like, I don't want to get into the specifics for my major yet. Like I think I want to change. So I'm doing marketing. I think I want to change to like management if I do keep business. And it's like I don't know. I think I need to talk to like a counselor, like an actual like therapist or something about this because like, or I just need to like write the shit out of it. I need to write about it so hard. I don't know, dude. I'm feeling very bookish right now. Like I want to dive into a story. It's 10 o'clock at night and I need to be up at about 7 tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed. Adios. No, I'm gonna edit this. What am I talking about? Bedtime? Me? 10 o'clock? Never gonna happen. I am a night owl, actually. Okay, good night. Thank you for listening to my existential crisis. I needed to get that out, verbally process it and post it on the internet because what the fuck is a diary? Kidding, I have billions over there. You can't see them all, but like this hole here, there's about 20. And that's not even the ones that are on my desk as well. Peace! Peace! And that's not even my notes app. Peace! Bye!